What's up, guys? So me and Psycho Dad are back here again with another Plants vs. Zombies topic. And we're going to go away from Garden Warfare for a bit, and we're going to talk about the original Plants vs. Zombies franchise. And today we're going to be discussing the possibility of Plants vs. Zombies 3, the upcoming title, being released on console. So Dad, do you want to go ahead and get started with the articles that we have on this?
Yeah, so Plants vs. Zombies 3 currently is in soft launch, which, if you don't know what soft launch means, it's not the full game. It's basically, it's kind of like a beta. You know, developers release it so they can get feedback around the game, what people want to see changed, what people do and do not like about the game, and hopefully the devs will change it. But basically, it's soft launch right now, and one of the big pushes they're making with this game is a shift from 2D to 3D. But the developers themselves have said, you know, we love the 2D art style, but since 3D graphics have been updated, it allowed them to show off everything in the game, from the plants to the zombies, all in better detail. And you can truly appreciate what makes the game unique and cool. But with this possibility, the part that I'm not so hopeful for is the fact that we never got Plants vs. Zombies 2 on console. We only got the original, which I find it quite odd considering, if I'm not mistaken, all the other Plants vs. Zombies games from Garden Warfare and beyond are all currently on console. But from what I'm gathering, Plants vs. Zombies 3, they're trying to launch on mobile devices exclusively, and the possibility of a console launch might not be a possibility, which I feel like they're cutting off a lot of their market and where they'll make their money. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not a game dev, but I can see the flaws in their plan. What do you think about that?
So the original Plants vs. Zombies that we're playing right now is an amazing game, and it's a lot of fun. The second one came out, I think, like 2013 or something. And for some reason, after the major success of the first game, having it come out on Xbox 360, they decided to release it only on iOS and Android, which I still do not understand, because the bulk of your fan base is on console. So why would you cut off that revenue supply for yourself? It just doesn't make any sense. So with this plan, after Garden Warfare, Battle for Neighborville came out, I guess they had a lot of problems within their game development studio, and they've been restructuring, and that's why the soft launch has been taking so long. But nevertheless, they are upgrading from 2D to 3D, which makes it seem even more likely that it would be ported over to console, because phones can't really handle that much graphic power with games like a Series X or a PS5 would. So I definitely want to see Plants vs. Zombies 3 come to console. I would love to be able to 100% it, get all the achievements for it. And I just think it would be a great thing for the franchise in general to have a comeback on console. Because when did the first one come out? Like 2009? So it's been a while.
I mean, it came out on the 360 marketplace, so it's been a long time.
Yeah, and not to mention, this would be a great holdover while we're still waiting for Garden Warfare 3. What better way to keep us satisfied until then with the release of Plants vs. Zombies 3 on Xbox and PlayStation? So Dad, what else do we have on this?
So the set release date for the game, they haven't confirmed anything regarding a release date for it. So in all honesty, we don't know when the game will come out, but I'm gonna guess early, maybe next year, possibly even the later half of this year. But there's nothing set in stone. EA and PopCap haven't outright set a date of when the game's gonna drop. So in all honesty, I have no idea. But hopefully sometime soon. Or they could port over the second game, and then we can have that one, and then they're gonna release the third game. But I'm not too hopeful for that, but who knows? Stranger things have happened in the past.
Yeah, that's a good point you made, that they could easily port the second one over right now since it's already released, and we could have that as a holdover. And guys, if you want to make this possible, this is partly on us, the community. So go on the forums, the EA forums, go on the Twitter feeds, go tweet PopCap and EA and all these people and tell them, hey, we want this game and we want it on console. That's the best way to make our voices known. And Dad, if you don't have anything else, I think I've said everything I have on this. So if you guys are into Plants vs. Zombies, make sure you subscribe because we're covering everything Plants vs. Zombies related here. And yeah, just make sure you guys are going after these people on Twitter, letting them know. And we will see you guys all in our next video.